So quickly, you go to create video. Go to create video, you scroll down and you see the different options. Quick action. On quick action, you see animate character. On quick action, you see animate character. Click on it. You select your character. Select your character depending on the and the thing is the character will decide the student you are dealing with. Some students will prefer, or some group of students will like certain mature character than the other. So if you are dealing with young children, you know young children characters, right? If you are dealing with older children, SS, GSS, SS, GSS will like certain characters, SS will like certain characters. So that will be your discretion as a teacher to know what the generation of children you're teaching would like as characters, animated characters and images. Then you select your background. Under characters, you select your background. Then you can select the size of the string you want it to look like. You want it like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like that. So then you enhance speech and start recording. I will not record again. At least we've done that before, but I will not want to repeat it again. So you click on record, record your voice, wait for it to process. When it's done, you can download it and submit it as an assignment. So that's Adobe Express for creating animated videos, simple animated videos with your voice, and also select animated characters. So going forward now, we'll go to lesson Alchemy. Like I told you, it's a lesson development tool for lesson planning and lesson notes. And we'll see how we can create lesson. Now I'll give it a trial, right? It's a platform I built anyway. It's a platform I built. So I'll give you a trial. The way the trial works is you can only create lesson for free. You can only create lesson notes, one lesson note or one lesson plan for free because it requires AI tokens to operate. So it's not going to be good for it to be open to create more lesson notes and use more AI token that is being paid for, right? So the idea is you go use it as a teacher, you create one lesson note, you see why you like it, then you pay for the platform, right? You pay.
Please, we are struggling to hear you in some areas. We are struggling to hear you in some areas.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
We can hear you. I can hear you, but sometimes it lags. You become silent.
Okay.
We can hear you.
Okay. So the idea is the platform is free for first trial, then subsequently any teacher interested in using it or school interested in using it to develop their lesson plan and lesson notes is going to be paid for. There's a weekly plan, there's the monthly plan, there's the termly plan. So it depends on what you prefer. So this is the lesson plan platform, Lesson Alchemy. Okay, from the dashboard, I'll just explain general what it looks like. You can create lesson plan, you can schedule your class, and also create a school calendar. observation, classroom observation. You can view analytics. There's a chatbot that you can interact with as a teacher to develop your lesson plan or set goals for your lesson plan. You can turn your lesson notes into CBT questions for your students. You can create a CB note, a computer-based note, that's lesson notes, quickly without using the lesson plan feature. You can create a team where teachers develop lesson plans together or collaborate together. Then you can decide to have an AI coach that will help you through your professional development. Then this is a new feature, the Lesson Alchemy Lifestyle. It uses the weather. It uses the weather to decide the kind of activities that will be good for your classroom, or even how you should dress to work, or what food will be good for you at any time, depending on the weather. So that is Lesson Alchemy. It's a very robust system, and we'll go straight to it. Create a lesson plan. So for the subscription, if you are trying it now, since you have already subscribed, if you are trying it now, you are getting it free for first trial, right? Subscription weekly is 5,000 naira, termly is 15,000 naira, monthly is 10,000 naira. So it depends on what your budget is. But now you can try it free anyway for this course. So you type your name as a teacher, right? If you are using a phone, the screen size will be quite different. I'm using a laptop. Okay, so this is a robust lesson plan with analytics. Like I was telling you, it has analytics to tell you how good your lesson plan you have created is. So you type your name as a teacher, the dates, if it's going to be in person, online, hybrid, self-paced. So for teachers, it's mostly going to be in person. The subjects, you can select from the list of subjects here. You can select from the list of subjects, or you type the subject manually. The week, maybe week 10. Let's just say week 10, right? Or week 9. Duration, 35. Now, this idea of using Lesson Alchemy is to help teachers monitor AI when it's developing their lesson plan, right? Because we are used to seeing products that tell teacher just type in your topic and all the lesson plan will be developed for you, without the teacher monitoring the processes in which the AI reason out those lesson plans, right? So topic, someone give me a topic, please. Quickly. You can type it in or so. Quickly.
Linear equation.
Linear equation. Okay. Linear equation. Okay. What grade are we teaching? Grade. What grade is that? You said? Grade 8. Okay, grade 8. Now, synopsis of the lesson. What do you want to teach in the lesson? Or what do you want the lesson to be about? 1 or 2 synopsis or idea around the lesson. Quickly, you can type it out on the chats.
Based on the identification of linear equation, then how to find the variable.
Identification of linear
equation. How to find the variable. How to make the variable the subject of the formula.
How to make.
That is how to find the variable.
Variable subject of the formula. Okay, let's just stick with these two for time's sake. Now you can use AI to generate conceptual synopsis. If you are not too sure, maybe you are just testing it, you can use AI, but if you are sure of the synopsis, you can type it straight up, which is always better. The number of students you are going to be having, maybe 30, there's a 30 students. Then you have a learning objective. Now, this good thing about it, it uses Bloom's domain learning objective. It uses Bloom's domain learning objective. So once you click on learning objective, you select the domain. So what domain are you looking at? What domain are you looking at in your Bloom's? Is it remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing?
So one should be understanding. Okay, it should be applying.
Applying. So what verb? You can see it. Once you select the domain, it gives you the verb to use. What verb? Solve. Okay. So then you can also type in description, extra description for it. What will be the description? To apply, solve what? Linear equations, right?
Linear equations. That's perfect.
Okay. Then you add the objective. You can add more, but let's stick with just one objective. You can use AI to also generate more objective. And if you don't like this objective, you can edit or you can click to delete it. All right. So we're looking at critical thinking skills. What critical thinking skills are you looking at? Let's pick one or two. Critical thinking, collaboration, problem solving, communication, creativity, digital literacy, time management, and that. So which of them should be problem solving, right?
Problem solving. Analytical thinking and problem solving.
Okay, analytical thinking and problem solving. Now, if you've picked
critical thinking, it's analytical thinking.
Okay. Let's take it critical thinking and problem solving. You can add your own. You can add extra here. But they just use what is already on the box, right? Now, you might not be too sure of the critical thinking activity. So that's where your AI comes in play, where you click and it uses what this topic and everything you have imputed so far to decide the best activity for that class. So once you click on AI generate activity, it will fill in the boxes, then you can edit it. So you see you are tracking how AI process your lesson plan rather than allow it to do everything by itself. So this is a critical thinking activity, linear equation, relay race, formula flip card. So these are practical classroom activities that you can carry out. That's for kinesthetic learners, right? So let's just select equation scavenger hunt and all that. Are you seeing the activity? So you can edit it or you can delete it. So let's just pick two. Now, open-ended questions. You are not too sure of the open-ended questions you want to ask your students. So you click use AI to generate an open-ended question. From there, you can actually see it has given you open-ended question based on your lesson objective. So you can delete. You can delete and edit. So let's just pick question 1 and 3. Remembering what characteristics define a linear equation and explain how you could determine the value of a variable in linear equation. This is a formula. And you are not too sure of the vocabulary that will be present at that point. So you can click AI generates vocabulary for that topic. So this is a way for you to track what AI gives you and edit it rather than allow AI do everything for you as a teacher. So you can see the vocabulary for the class, right? Does it match what you already have in mind?
Yes.
Okay. You can see code here is talking about the variables, the linear equation, definition of terms most times, definition of terms. Now, assessment for learning, you are not too sure, you can use AI, or you can say formative assessment, right? Formative assessment, which is normally what we do after each class. Now, the outcome, you can see the outcome is restricted because your objective was restricted to only one objective. So you cannot have one objective and 5 outcomes, right? That would not be well aligned with your goals. So 1 objective, 1 outcome, 2 objective, 2 outcomes, 3 objective, 3 outcomes. So it works like that. So it's restricted. You see, I cannot select more objective from the Bloom's domain. The application to, you can suggest what the outcome should look like with AI, or you can type it by yourself. So you prefer us to use AI, or you suggest?
What AI suggest, Professor?
You said?
Let us use AI.
Okay, let's use AI so that you look out, see what it looks like. So AI will suggest based on whatever you've put so far, and you select what you want. Students will accurately solve at least 10 linear equations in one variable with 90% accuracy on a quiz. Are you seeing the suggestions? The students will demonstrate the ability to graph linear equations and identify the slope and y-intercepts in 4 to 5 attempts. Is that the outcome you're looking at? Are you seeing the outcome from your screen?
Yes, I can see it.
No.
Oh, if you are using a phone, it might be too small. But I'll just pick any of the outcome, right? I'll pick any of the outcome and add the outcome. Click on add the
number
outcome.
1, sir.
You said number 1?
Yes.
Okay, number 1. Okay. I've picked number 1 and add number 1. Students will accurately solve at least 10 linear equations in one variable with 90% accuracy. So that has been added. That has been added as the outcome. Now, prior knowledge to that. Normally, because you have taught other topics before that, you can still, if you are not too sure of the prior knowledge, which you should be sure of anyway, but you can use AI to suggest, then you can also use it as a way of backtracking to your class and maybe helping the students know the topic better. So if I use AI to collate prior knowledge, so before delving into linear equations, students should have a solid understanding of basic algebraic concepts, including variables, constants, and expressions. They should be familiar with the principle of solving simple equations. So this is the prior knowledge that's expected. And I think you agree with me, that is on point, right?
Yes.
Okay. So your instructional material you can generate with AI, but you can select instructional material, print, audio, visual. So what would be your instructional material in this case? For print, audio, visual,
electronic interactive. Electronic interactive.
Electronic interactive. Okay. Okay, what would be the name? What would be the name of the electronic interactive material you're using? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just thinking of what would be perfect for that.
Okay.
The topic then is okay.
What would be the name of the electronic interactive material you are going to be using? Now, you know, yesterday we were talking about different situations in schools. So if your school is not having a projector, there's no how you work with that, right?
Interactive board.
Okay, you have interactive board, right? Okay. Interactive board. Save whiteboard. Okay, then you add it. Good. Now, the process of the lesson plan also goes to ask you if you have any special need in your class from the list: ADHD, anxiety, anorexia, autistic, behavioral difficulties, Down syndrome, and all that. So you can pick from them, or you select others. You said
Others.
But if you don't have, there's no need selecting others if you don't have anyway. So then differentiated instruction. If you are differentiating your instruction for visual learners, auditory learners, kinesthetic learners, advanced learners, struggling learners, English, so you can select any of them. So you can also decide how you want to adopt the content by typing it here and clicking add. Or you can want AI to generate instruction based on the kind of differentiated instruction you are looking for. Now you can also include adaptive teaching methods, scaffolding, flexible grouping, task breaking. Which of the methods will you be applying from the adaptive teaching method?
Yes, support.
Peer support. Okay, peer support. Okay. Okay, describe it. Describe what it looks like.
Why can't we have scaffolding?
Hey, please switch off your mic if you are not sharing it. Yeah. Okay, you said what?
I said instead of that peer support, because the peer support may not be really relevant for this. Why can't you go for scaffolding?
Scaffolding, okay. What would be your scaffolding description?
It will just be from the simple complex. It will not be broken into chunks, where you take it from the lower part to the higher part. So from simple to complex. So
okay, from simple to complex.
Hello.
Yeah.
Close it down.
Then you add the method. Now you can also generate, if you are not too sure of your reference materials, you can ask AI to suggest reference materials for you. Then to generate reference materials that you can use. So it's going to suggest, you can edit it if you are not too comfortable with it. And you can add additional notes. Now, if you look at the analysis, the lesson plan, the good thing about it, as you create the lesson plan, it auto saves. It auto saves your lesson plan. So you are good. You are not going to miss it in case maybe your light switches off or your device goes off. You can go back and continue and re-edit. So if you look at it, it's created an analysis, 75% complete. We looked at the cognitive levels, remember, understand, apply, the learning styles treated, visual 100, auditory 0, kinesthetic 0. So it goes on like that. Core skill distribution, problem solving, and critical thinking, application, and all that. So it's giving you analytics for your lesson plan, which you can actually go back, make adjustments to improve the scores. Now it looks at 18 over 24 fields completed. Topic, maths, date, and grade. Now, once you are done, you can print your lesson plan as PDF on paper, or you can publish it, and it's going to be saved. It's going to be saved. It's going to be saved. Okay. I can see, okay. It seems some already started creating their lesson plan. So it's going to be saved, and you can go back and check your lesson plans. You can go back and check your lesson plan, and okay.
This last one, linear equation.
Linear, where is it? This, okay.
By your right.
Is it this? I'm seeing several linear equations though.
By your right, March 25. March 25 by your right.
Okay, March 25. Okay. Because I've used it with other, okay. So you can see your lesson notes. Now you can now your mic, please. Okay. Now the good thing with it is you can generate a lesson note from this particular lesson plan, which makes a lot of sense rather than looking for outside materials. So the AI generated lesson notes will look at your lesson plan and develop a note for it. And
Mr. Jude, can you let others people they will have to meet themselves so that we can hear it clearly. The likes of Ogunrinka and so on.
Hello, everyone. Please, if you are not talking, if you're not learn and hear each other, please. This is a rule that we must follow if you want to understand what is going on today. Thank you.
Okay. So you can now generate a lesson note or you can edit your lesson plan. You can see the edits, go back and edit it. You can generate a lesson note by clicking it. It will analyze your lesson plan and generate suitable content for your lesson, from a lesson note content from your lesson plan. So you see it when you scroll down, being generated. Okay. You can see it. So this is a lesson note. It will also add images to it too. And it also provides real world scenarios for you. Scenario 1, scenario 2. The image will take time because it's trying to analyze relevant combination of image content for you. So while that is still loading, you can save your lesson notes, and you can also generate PowerPoint slides for the lesson plan. I'll show you how to generate PowerPoint for your lesson notes. Okay. The image, because it's an image, it will take a little bit time compared to text. So, but you can use that time to read through your lesson notes to see what it has generated and start thinking about ways in which you can improve it or add or subtract whatever you're trying to do with it. Okay, so while it's still generating, you can refine the content. If you click refine content, is going to allow you to adopt your lesson notes for visual, auditory, or kinesthetic learners activities. You can simplify, you can use standard, current, complex level, or more elaborate lesson plan, lesson notes. You can expand the topic by adding any extra content. You can refine it too. You can refine it and you click on refine, but I will not be doing that. You can regenerate your lesson notes. If you are not too comfortable with the content, it will create a new lesson note for you. Okay, I think the only thing that's taking time is the image that's been generated. Now you can click on generate slide. Then it will generate PowerPoint slide from the lesson plan, for the lesson plan, like a summarized PowerPoint slide for the lesson plan. Remember, you were able to export the lesson notes as a PDF, so you can have the full. Then it's going to be created on your Google slide. So this is just a lesson plan summary, objectives and all that. So you can see it's just a summary. And you can save it to your Google Drive. You can save it to your Google Drive. You can save it to your Google Drive folder. And you can also download it as a PowerPoint slide. You can download it as a PowerPoint document and you can present it. So that's for the summarized lesson plan as PowerPoint. Now let me see if the images. Well, it's taking a lot of time. So if you can save the lesson plan, and you can also save the generated lesson notes. You can save the generated lesson notes. So add hashtags to it. Where's my hash? Okay, hash linear equation. Hash linear equation. And you save. Let me see if it's completed. Okay. I think that will be improved on, worked on. But you get the idea. Then from your lesson notes, you can go to lesson notes and okay, image has been generated. So you can view it. You can view your lesson notes. See the image generated. You can view your lesson notes. The image generated is like an infograph, right? So it gives you the concept, definition of terms, and all that real world scenario. You go back to your notes. Now, the good thing about with Lesson Alchemy, you can also share to Google Classroom. You can also share that notes if you have students on Google Classroom to Google Classroom. Just click on Google Classroom, select the class, and it will share as a resource for Google Classroom to your students. And the good thing also, you can create Google Slides from that lesson note. You can create Google Slides from that lesson note. So you can create Google Slides that you can save in your Google Drive, and your also download it as PowerPoint. So it's creating a Google slide for, the alternative, the PowerPoint and Google slide are similar, just different companies, right? So Google slide is Google for Google, while PowerPoint is by Microsoft. So they work hand in hand. So it's creating Google Slides for your lesson notes. Because it's going to take a little bit of pages of PowerPoint, the slides to be created, so it will take some time. So that's so basically from all your notes, you can see all the notes you have created. If you are not, if you are tired of a note, you can delete it. If you want to delete it, you can view it. You can view other notes, and you can also edit. You can also edit if you want to edit your notes. So okay, the slides have been created, 10 slides created. So you click on open slide. So now the slides created will be with images, right? The slide created will be with images. So you have a lesson notes ready for you to teach or instruct your students. You can edit. Same way you saved your lesson. Same way you saved your lesson plan on Google Drive, you can save your lesson notes too on Google Drive. Same as a backup. And you can download it as PowerPoint. And you're good to go. So this is the idea behind it is using AI to follow up, developing a lesson plan. Then AI use your knowledge of the lesson plan you have developed, completed lesson plan, to develop a lesson note with images. I guess you like the images, right? So going back, you can post to Google Classroom if you have a Google Classroom. So it's already embedded in Google Classroom. Then you can edit. You can view. Now, on Lesson Alchemy, it actually allow you present your lesson notes. It allow you, there's a presentation mode. If you are not going to use Google Slide or Google PowerPoint, you can present directly on Lesson Alchemy. You can present, you can share, you can edit, you can delete, you can print. You can print as PowerPoint, as PDF or on paper. So this is a lesson notes created, and now from all lesson notes, okay, you can also create templates. You can sort your lesson notes too. Now, looking at the next, we'll look at the next two school calendar. You can use it, Lesson Alchemy, to create a school calendar and add events to your school calendar, create a booking. I will not go through that because it's similar to what we already know when we are using Google, when we are scheduling on Zoom or Google Calendar. So similar idea. Next is your timetable. So you can create a timetable. All you need to do is the subject, the class you are teaching, and the color, if you like, and you click save. Subject, maths, class, grade 8, save. So you have created it. You can delete it, and you can also edit the timing. You can edit the timing if it's from 8:45 to 9:30, right? That's it, depending. Create for all time. You can add more time slots, and this is the calendar view of your. This is the calendar view of your timetable. This is the normal timetable. So when you have done with that, you are good to go. You can print the schedule, or you can customize your schedule. The days you are having class, maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, Sunday, if you are adding it, and put a title to your schedule. You can also print your schedule. So you can print your timetable on paper, and if you are putting it in front of your class or sharing it as to your supervisor or head of school, that works perfectly. Okay, so there's the rubric AI, but since we are doing maths, I might not go into rubric AI. Rubric AI is simply essay marking or is essay grading tool. So a teacher can upload a student's essay and it will suggest it will as mark the essay but not grade the essay, so that the teacher can manually put scores for the student. So since it's maths, we might not need to use rubric AI. We'll look at notes to CBT. Now you have a lesson note, or you want to create a lesson note with Lesson Alchemy. You can upload the notes, or you can quickly create the notes, lesson notes, by typing the title, subjects, grade level, and typing the content. Or you upload the notes from your documents, Microsoft Word, PDF, and images. So if you upload the notes, now once you upload the note, you have questions you want it to generate. So the default is 5 questions. You can increase it to as many as 100 questions, right? Then default is 25 questions. So you can now select the Bloom's level. So this is a table of specification, which I know you have heard of, or you're also aware of how important it is to assess students based on different domains. Maybe for you want to assess them if they are going to remember or understand or apply, analyze, and all that. So you can set the domain for the kind of questions that will be generated or summative assessment that will be generated. So you look at the different, okay, maybe I'll just I'll use this as an example. I'll save it as PowerPoint or as PDF. I'll download it as PDF and upload it again so that you see what it looks like. Okay. Okay, so this is lesson notes in PDF. I'll just upload it. Okay. So upload it. Good. Then I'll extract content. Okay. It should be linear equation. Linear equation. Subjects. Maths. Grade 8 should be.
Yes, sure. Yes, true.
Just okay. Okay. So this is the note extracted. It's checking the quality of the note. Then let's select the Bloom's domain. You want them to apply number of questions, multiple choice questions, true or false, short answers, essays. So let's just choose multiple choice. Standard, this is where you teachers can use it to test students ahead of time for WAEC suitability. So WAEC, NECO, so it's going to tailor the questions based on WAEC, NECO, or JAM. General assessment, common entrance for for teachers who teach grade 6, common entrance, JAM, NECO, and WAEC. And you can also look at other settings if you want. If you want to add extra Bloom's domain, you can add, but let's not just add extra, right? So this is the note, concept treated, linear equation slope, y-intercept. So it analyzes the content and the objective, and you can now generate questions. So let's see. Now for the notes generated, it was using $sign, we're using dollars, so you can as case study. So you can actually during your editing your lesson notes on PowerPoint, you can change it to Naira. Just for context sake, right? So while it's still generating the lesson, the CBT questions, there's a question bank for all generated questions. You have a question bank. You can see your lesson notes generated, then you can check the quality of your lesson notes. It's going to analyze it when you click on quality assessment of your lesson notes and tell you how suitable and how helpful that note is for your student. So while it's still generating, okay, it's done. Okay. So this is the CBT question. You can save it to CBT to question bank, or you can copy it. Say you copy it and you want to use it in Microsoft Word. You want to use it in Microsoft Word. You can see. You want to use it in Microsoft, or you want to print it out. You can do that as PDF, as print. You can also present it, or you can also share it to Google Classroom. You can share it to Google Classroom to assess your students immediately. You can select your class and push it. You can include answer key explanation. You can remove that, which you always see view explanation and all that for each question. Then you can also present it. Now, the idea of presenting it, or presenting your assessment, formative assessment quiz, is, for example, you have just one interactive board with projector, and you want to quiz your students immediately you are finished teaching on that concept, so they can come to the board and answer the question like that, and like that. So they can come to the board. So it creates an interactive classroom for your students. So they want to answer the questions, or you want to see how much they know about the questions. So I'm just picking randomly. So you can pick and show the answer, right? You can hide the answer. Go to next. You can pick, show the answer, or hide the answer. So go to next. So if you are done with the quiz, you can know where your students' learning gaps are. You can know where your students' learning gaps are on the spot. So we are not sharing with students. So you can save. You can also send it to Google Docs. You can send it to Google Docs. You can send it to Google Docs. On Google Docs, Google Docs, is equivalent to Microsoft Word. So the same thing way we copied it, you can see the answer keys, the options, and all that. So this is a WAEC standard question on linear equation. WAEC standard question for linear equation. Can you check it to see if it's a standard? If we have any SS teacher on the call. Just check the question and see if it's on standard.
Sir, it is standard, but it looks like an senior school question.
Okay, yes. Because we're talking about GS2, right?
Yes.
And we are trying to prepare GS2 for WAEC.
Hello, sir.
So that's the idea, because WAEC is not for GS2. So but I use the WAEC standard, like you can see, I use WAEC standard to set the questions. So it's good, maybe you are preparing SS1, SS2 for WAEC and all that. So you can close and you can save to question bank. You can save to question bank. You can save to question bank. If you save to question bank, you see the questions here. You can see it here. You can reuse the quiz. You can present the quiz. You can share it to Google Classroom for students to take it, and you can save it, print it out as Google Docs. Then other lesson notes created, you can see it here. Then quality analysis. This is the lesson, this is the analysis of that lesson notes, 3.5. I think it's over 5, 3.5. Yes, over 5. So alignments 4, prior knowledge 3, real world 4/5, and you see the analysis. So this is like a first platform that analyzes lesson notes and lesson plan and provide charts for teachers to actually improve it or work on it. So there is notes to CBT feature in lesson Alchemy. So look at CB notes. CB note is just you quickly creating a lesson note without going through the lesson plan route, right? You want to quickly generate a lesson note without going through the lesson plan. You can use the 6-pack lesson planner, which is a shorter form of a lesson. Some schools, like some private schools, they want 6-pack lesson planner, while some want the detailed lesson planner, right? So this is just the 6-pack, the same process you go through, but it's very short, and it will create a lesson plan for you. You can also quickly 6-pack lesson planner, normal lesson notes, direct lesson notes without a lesson plan, puts the duration and everything. It will generate image, and you can also put the learning standards there. You can put the learning standards there, and also the learning styles. Then you have the PBL project-based learning. PBL project-based learning is, you talked about project-based learning, and we're talking about if you are going to create a math class with project-based activity, you might need to use a quick project-based lesson activity created by Lesson Alchemy. So project title, question, subject, grade, weeks, global goals. Look at global goals. That's the SDG goals. I think you have heard of the SDG goals, which no poverty, zero hunger, good health, quality education, clean water, sanitation, and all that. Then you can select a secondary goal. Okay, you can select more goals. Then the global impacts of your project-based learning. So the classes you had yesterday, on Monday, when you were talking about project-based learning. So you can use this to actually align those your project-based learning goals to global standard with the SDG goals, which is provided on Lesson Alchemy. So it's going to create a project for you that is tailored towards your topic and the global.
Sir, we cannot hear you very well.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
It's not that loud again.
Okay. Okay, let me see if I can use a headset.
I think it's from your end.
From my own end?
Not at all. It's very clear here. I think it's from the
from my head.
It's very clear. Continue.
Okay. Thank you for the feedback. Now, this, when we talk about project-based learning, sometimes when we create it as teachers, we don't know how to set the standard of the project-based learning. What problem in the world is your project solving, or are you leading your children to solve? So that is very important in your project-based learning planning period. So that's why there's the SDG goals. So when you select any of the goals, you can select primary goals, secondary goals. Okay. maybe we should just create one, but quickly, do you have any project in mind? Math project in mind?
Plane shapes.
What you said?
Plane shapes.
Plane shapes.
Plane shape or three-dimensional shape.
Okay, plane shapes. Okay. What questions are you asking there?
Properties of plane shapes.
Okay. Will it match with the SDG goals?
Yes.
Which of them? Okay, let's say quality education. Okay, okay. Okay, maths. Maths. Grade, what grade?
SS2.
Grade 10.
Okay, grade 10. Quality of plane shapes. How many weeks?
Properties.
How many weeks are you want for students to go through the project?
It is not quality, it is properties.
Properties.
Okay, properties. Okay. Properties. How many weeks?
1 week.
1 week. Okay. Okay, no need for secondary goals, right? No need repeating the secondary goals. So what then the real world connection? What's the real world connection you're looking at and global impact? You have a real world connection to projects.
Yes. Able to identify the shape in any part of the world.
Okay.
And to state their properties.
Identify plane shapes in different products, I think.
Yes.
Products around the world. Okay. Global impact statement. Let me say manufacturing of objects, because that plays a lot in shapes.
Domestic use.
Okay. Domestic use.
Yeah.
Okay. Use of plane shapes. Okay. So look at the learning framework. You want empathize, define. You can select module. You can add more and all that, depending on the sequence. The collaboration, you want collaboration, team-based project or community partnership?
Team-based.
Team-based projects, okay. Would there be technological requirements?
No.
Okay. Internet, no use of devices, right?
Yes, there should, though. There should be.
They can use internet.
Okay,
That's
internet.
one of the technology now.
Yes.
Yes,
Internet.
okay. Internet. Okay. So you click on generate project. So you're going to take 30 to 60 seconds to process and give you something that your students can work with as a suitable project. Okay, less than. Okay, so you can copy, you can send to Google Docs, you can download. So let's send to Google Docs and see what it looks like. Oh, failed. Okay. That will be worked on. So let's copy it and just copy it directly to Microsoft Word. That Google Docs will be taken care of. Okay, so you can see it now. The project essential questions, learning goals, real world connection, project milestone, prototyping, create a visual physical prototype of a chosen product, highlighting the plane shapes used, assessment rubrics, understanding shapes, research application 25%, collaboration teamwork 25, so it goes on 25 like that. And consider also activity, introduce project and essential questions and all that. So you have created a full project-based learning with lesson Alchemy. Copy and download. And next, okay, we just go through, we're almost done. We're almost done with lesson Alchemy though. We'll go through the lesson observation. So lesson observation, as you know, is a way of checking the quality of your teaching real time. So you can create an observation. And the name, you know, as a teacher, you cannot observe yourself. You need a pair. So it's more like a pair-to-pair observation. So your co-teacher who has time can observe your lesson with lesson Alchemy, set it up, and you will see something like this, right? On observation, you see something like this. Use equitable learning environment. You see what differentiated learning opportunity looks like. Students engage with content in ways. So the learning observation is actually a standard, global standard learning observation rubric. Then you have, you can edit it. Very evident for each of them, very evident, evident, somewhat evident, not observed, not applicable. So you can select. So high expectation learning environment, supportive learning environment, active learning environment, progress monitoring learning environment, and each of the items on the rubric, you can see what it means and select it as applicable to a current ongoing lesson. Well-managed learning environment, digital learning environment. So you can select it and click on save. You can add notes to it. You can add notes to it. And also you can look at the teaching dimensions, culture, climates, learning dimensions, essential dimensions, and all that. So you can select as need be for whoever is observing you as a teacher. Whoever is observing you as a teacher. So you can also see your analytics of everything you have been doing in Lesson Alchemy. You can see your analytics and see student performance. If you connect Lesson Alchemy to Google Classroom, you can see your student performance. You can see select your class and you can see your student performance. So this is your performance within the platform. And if you want to see your student performance on Google Classroom, you can see it from analytics. And the final one there is the professional development. So this is an AI system that helps you create smart goals, professional goals. Create smart goals for you, specific goals that you can hold yourself accountable to as a professional teacher. And once it creates a smart goal, it will track you in making sure that you achieve that goal. So that is basically what Lesson Alchemy is all about. Any question in the next 5 minutes, you can type it, I'll take it, and we'll go to our Google. We'll go to our Google certification website. Any questions you can ask. No, okay, you don't need to. Okay, I'll go to it. I'll check it out. You don't need to download the Lesson Alchemy. It's a web app. So you just click on the link that I shared on the platform, and you just sign up. And like I said, you can only use it once for free. You can use it once for free, just to avoid racking up AI tokens. It's a paid for platform, but you have the opportunity of using it once for free and generating lesson to see what it looks like. How many lesson plan can one generate in 1 month? Well, the monthly and weekly subscription, they are what they call it. They are unlimited. It's unlimited. The monthly, weekly subscription and even termly subscription is unlimited. So for 1 month, it depends on you. I cannot say how many lesson plans you want to generate. It's on you. Can all these apps be used on phone? Yes. Yes. The Lesson Alchemy it has a mobile view version. Okay, timetable and lesson plan, can it be used to create timetable for school? Yes. You can create a timetable for your school. It will sync, the way it's designed, it will sync with your Google Calendar too. And okay, the calendar. If you are creating a calendar, you just click on event. Where is it? You click on event. You click on events, title of events. When is the event starting? When is it ending? Is it a lesson, meeting, exam, activity, parents conference, staff meetings, student advising, office hours, workshop, others? If others, you just type manually. Location, Zoom, others. Okay. Then you put your color and add your event. If you are creating timetable, okay, your timetable, this is it. You put your Monday, set up your time range. Monday, what subject class, you put your color there. Tuesday, Wednesday, you set it up like that. Once you are done, you are good. You can print it out as you deem fit. You can print it out. Did I answer the question? I'll see Banjo. Did I? For timetable. Okay. So timetable is straightforward. You just click, set up your time range for each class. Then you add your what do you call it? You add your subjects and class and color. That's it. So once you are done, you can just click on print and it will print out your timetable. So it's going to look something like this when you print out your timetable. I've not imputed anything. So that's for your Lesson Alchemy. Hope you are able to follow through. So your simple assignment on Lesson Alchemy is just create a lesson plan and generate a lesson note. That's just it. And upload, I'll set it up as an assignment for you to upload on Dredo. I'll say, so everything, the due dates should be by the end of the day. The due date should be by the end of the day. Today should be by the end of today. Due dates should be by the end of today. So once we are done with this call, you have the rest of the day to work on that. Your visuals, your video, your lesson plan, and your lesson notes generated and shared on as an assignment upload. Okay. So quickly, like I told you, I'll quickly reshare. I'll stop sharing and share. Okay. So like I told you, I am opportune to be the Google educator group leader for Lagos State. So part of the benefits of that is helping teachers get certified. Helping teachers get certified. I'll just share our website so that you see what it looks like. Helping teachers get certified. Okay. Helping teachers get certified. Okay. Okay. Questions still coming in. I'll share the link on the. I'll share the link on the chat so that you can. So you check out the website. You can join our WhatsApp group. We have the WhatsApp group. We have a Facebook group. We have a LinkedIn group. So you can join. But most mostly people prefer WhatsApp because it's easier for them to get connected to information that we share. But you can also join on Facebook and LinkedIn. So once you register, you see a link generated. That will be the WhatsApp link, right? You can quickly click on it and add yourself to the WhatsApp group, and it will be approved. Then you are going to be taking a course. You're going to be taking a course. I'll try and share the materials for you, but I'll show you what the course looks like. Now, the course is like a test. Then the exam is like what they call it. The exam is a simulation. Like I told you, that I've done several trainings on the level 1 and level 2. So this is the link to the course. Let me share the link to the website and show you how the website works. Okay, this is the website. So you just come, register, sign up, your name, address, and all that information, then you submit. Then you see a link to join our website, our WhatsApp group. You see a link to join our WhatsApp group. So you can check out our site, what is Google Educators Group, events, resources, teachers, and all that. You can just go through the website. Then Facebook, LinkedIn, and WhatsApp. So that's our website. Then if you are going to take the level 1 exam, you have to first take the level 1 course, online course, because you can take it within a day, depending on, you can take it within a day. If you dedicate the whole day, but it's a 15-hour course, but you can take it within a day if you dedicate the entire day. Else you spread it throughout the week. You'll be looking at getting started with the use of technology, expand your access to help learning, have a most paperless classroom. So these are concepts and application of Google tools and technology to your classroom. So you can take the course, and when you are done, like 13 modules, when you are done, you are good to go with taking the exam. I'll share the PDF material for the level 1. I'll share the PDF material for the level 1. Let me see if I can even locate it on so that I'll share it. If I cannot share it now, I might just share it on what they call it. I might just share it on WhatsApp. The study guide. Okay, I'll just share it on WhatsApp, the study guide. But keep the links open. Keep the links. I've shared the links on the chat, the website, and the course. Keep the links open. So this will be tested generally on your application of Google Tools and understanding of how it works with your classroom. Okay, the assignment again is you will use Adobe Express to create an animated video. Any topic on maths, right? So use it to create at least 1 minute video, at most 1 minute video with your voice. Choose a character and choose a background and create a conceptual topic to introduce a topic to your students with animated character. So that's the idea, the visuals. Introduce a maths topic to your students with animated character. 1 minute. Normally it's 8 seconds, but make sure you do not cross the 1 minute because of processing power of the video on your device. Then the second one is create a lesson plan and a lesson note. Lesson plan and a lesson note with lesson Alchemy. Did you get that?